Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar with this. Heavy rain. It's coming down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. It's a party now.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, the spin. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold.
Here we go.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to... the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
General, West, check 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught by Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Got it. Mark 33. Check Mark. Who? Guys, pick it up. Let's go. Get set. Let's go.
back to throw now on first down. And it's man, it's Williams. Williams loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Past the 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
Under 10. Under 10. Red 80. Shit.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And oh, he spins past him and into space. He's at the 30. Bell shot and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 77 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11,
Sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Joker, 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 Joker. Showing A. Watch the shift. Go.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, baby.
Makes it third and 8.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
54. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Haywood. Let's ready, go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Sponge. No. Squeeze. Get it. Go.
On first down, here's Breida.
Switch.
And some space here. The trot it, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be fielded at the 6. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey. You look at that.
Here's Darnold.
You got that right there.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Jets.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Check 31.
Darnold from the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Darnold now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's first and 10. To throw is Darnold.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
That's 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
We're going to sign. Mike 55. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Mike 55.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Don't throw my son.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Watch the run. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And
Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We're going to start. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here we go.
Now Darnold. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Rip left.
Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 32. Ready.
Back to throw here. And it's caught by Parker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Looking to throw.
You can see the time and effort.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
Ready.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Darnold on 1st down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
6-6, bullet high.
Now it's Darnold. A screen to Bell. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Check right. Watch 55. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returnable for Grant. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if somebody got there,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Parker unable to get that one. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll begin the drive with Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This is Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go, baby.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This one caught by Crowder. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A play fake, and it's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pull it on. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check 43.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is...
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Bell. A little 360. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check that. We got Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Pick up the ball.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch Mike. 1, 2, 3. Go, 80. Check safety. Check nip head.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore.
Run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Antoine Woods. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Delta. Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Pushing through the contact. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his own goal line, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Smoke.
Darnold now to throw.
Wild Bill.
And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
We got this.
And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
There he goes, left side. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try again with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check. Slam.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Nice hit, boy.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch it.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Watch the out. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's coming.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Here we go.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 52 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
High 7, let's go. Here we go. Hot.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Mike 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, squeeze, get in there. Here we go again. Check 52. Hey, watch it.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
The Jets take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
9 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.